You get lost in your imperfections. You get lost in the things you want. But if you slow down for just 1 second, you might feel way better than you thought. And if you took a second to breathe, took a minute to cry, or maybe you would see that all this time I've been right here. Baby, I know it, life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Maybe we could go and find a view if we need some entertainment. But we don't have to hurry, cause our conversation's always entertaining. And if you just want me to listen, I can do that too. Because all that I can do for you, I'll do. Oh yeah, baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now.
Well, hey,
Good morning.
good morning, and a very good coffee to you, although I feel like I'm fibbing because we ran out of coffee. Having to drink tea today. It's a great way to start the old Sunday.
Right? Yeah, and
Other side.
not only that, it's caffeine free, so you know it's good.
So we're gonna do a very high energy kind of a live stream today, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
gonna pep it up.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna really pep it up. And let's see, what are we talking about today? We're talking about how it feels to have left the city. Well, let's back up. How it feels to have first lived on our homestead for 9 years or so, and then moved back to the city for 3 years, and then being back.
Yeah.
And kind of what we miss about the city, what we missed about here when we were in the city. We'll determine by the end of this whether or not the grass is actually greener on the other side of the fence. That I can promise you. Yeah.
Yeah, and one other thing. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, a huge Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
You know, for me especially, to this wonderful, amazing, beautiful, talented, intelligent, and wonderful mother sitting next to me.
You're so sweet.
I love you so much. And also to all the other mothers that may be watching this at some point in the future.
Yeah. I wore my honorary shirt for Mother's Day.
Oh, nice. All mama, no drama. Although I think our camera is backwards this week, so it actually says
La.
la amam emerald on. That's whenever in doubt, emerald on. So yeah.
Yep. And I'm extra sleepy today just because so much doing.
Because she's tired as a mother.
As our nervert.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why I just randomly did that. I updated OBS this morning and it must have lost that for us. I'm also trying to see here. Hold please. I want oh.
Checking for our chat.
Yeah, where's the chat at?
Way at the chat.
Where the chat is.
Updates.
Updates make everything fun. Well, I do have the chat thing open on this window over here, so we should be able to see it. We may want to grab a phone though and just have that available to us.
Sure.
Just in case. We had a bunch of exciting stuff happen this week, and in just one moment, we'll tell you all about it. Yeah, so how about that sports ball? You sports people? Yeah. Let's see if I can actually bring this up on here. Bring that up over here. And it's quite possible that there's just, nobody watching yet. But I want to make sure that if you guys do see us and want to get involved in the conversation, that you absolutely can. So hold please while we sort this out.
Sorting. That was loud. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, there's some comments. Hey, Lila, how's it going? Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, yay.
Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Pam. How you doing? See, I'm glad I checked.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thank you.
Here, I'm going to just put this on this other screen here.
Cool.
And that way we can look at both of them.
This up, and let's see if we have... Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So you got them both.
Here's some chats.
Okay, great. Sweet.
Now we just got to be able to get this over there. Yeah, it's always good when you can do the technical stuff during the live stream. I think that makes for really compelling content.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Big time.
Big
okay,
time.
I'm going to close that.
All right, now we got it going.
Sweet. All right. All right. And happy Mother's Day, Pam.
Yeah. Yeah, so why don't we get into some of the big news? The huge things that are going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with what happened outside, out in front there.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
I don't want to give anything away.
I do. So we've been talking about this gardening and plants and all of that. And I had gone crazy with a bunch of starts. And I have a bunch of seeds that are poking through. I'm so excited. And we're happy to announce that all of the starts have been put in their home.
They have made it into the ground.
Yep.
Which
we've
is
got,
phenomenal.
yeah, we have a nice fence around the garden because we have a lot of rabbits out here. And there was a time that we did a garden without a fence, and within 2 days, they had eaten everything down to little tiny stubs, and that was all.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not happening this time.
Not happening this time.
And
And why don't you let everybody know? Count on. She's only going to need one hand. Can you count on a hand how many of the plants have died?
ooh, none.
0.
0 plants.
0 plants have died.
0 plants have died.
Yeah.
And we put them in the ground 2 days ago. So you know, it's a good 2-day track record.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. And just to give you an idea of, you know, garden size so far, we put about 70 plants in the ground.
Yeah.
So that was a workout.
Even pumpkins.
Even pumpkins. And, you know, cucumbers, pickling cucumbers, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, bell peppers, the list goes on. Cantaloupe,
Yeah. Cantaloupe, watermelon,
strawberries,
potatoes. Yeah.
snap peas,
Snap peas.
celery,
Yeah, what else? I think that's it.
lettuce,
Lettuce.
and we've got garlic going,
Yeah.
and broccoli. And then of seedlings, I've got corn started, and cauliflower,
Yeah.
and then some of the
From
other
the corn,
things.
we're planning on having 2 entire ears of corn.
Maybe even 3. There's like
Maybe 3.
3 to 6 popping up right now.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, fun fact, each corn stalk produces 1 corn.
1 ear of corn.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2, but then the second one will be like kind of lame.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where baby corn comes from.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can you tell me where baby corn comes
yeah.
from?
Well, there's a mommy corn
When a,
and a daddy corn.
when a mommy and a daddy corn love each other very much. Yeah.
That's a great question. I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I don't know.
funny.
Maybe it's a type of plant. And then what else exciting happened this week?
Well, there is another exciting thing, but would you like to, you know, let us know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all
Yeah.
about this other exciting thing.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we have a video that is going to be coming out in the next couple days. We're still putting the final touches on the editing because we've been super busy. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday. That's going to tell the whole story. But we decided to take the plunge and
Drum roll.
and get an awesome dog, which we were able to rehome to our property for free, just because we were going to be able to give Merlin such an amazing life out here. And let's see if we can get him to come up here. Merlin, can you come up here, buddy?
He's sleepy.
He's so sleepy. Okay, I'm sure throughout the live stream he's gonna come up here, and you'll know when he's here. But he is a red Siberian Husky with bright yellow eyes, and he's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, he's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, and I had never actually seen a red Husky in real life before, and when we saw him, we're just like, oh my gosh. And all I can say is, what is a farm without a dog? It's not a farm. It's something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
the daycare.
It's a daycare. That's exactly right. So yeah, we got a dog. We got a free dog off of Craigslist.
And he's really, really good.
Oh, he's amazing.
He was with children and with kids and cats before. And he's got the most lovely temperament. He's very sweet. He was in a very good home. They were very loving to him, which absolutely shows. And they just wanted him to have more space because they just felt bad that he had this tiny yard. and wanted him to have more space.
Yeah, he couldn't run around and do husky things, as Brooklyn would say.
Yes.
Yeah, and so now he can do lots of husky things. There's no shortage of husky things.
Mm-hmm. Yay, dog.
Oh, they're such expressive talkers. Yeah, he's
funny.
He's like, so far he's held back a lot of his words. He's not gotten involved in too many of the conversations, but when he has talked, it is amazing. Yeah, he's like the perfect dog for us. And you'll see if you guys get a chance to watch the video that we made about him. He's perfect. I mean, he's perfect for us. So, he loves the chickens. He just wants to cuddle with them. I can tell. He just wants to like hang out with them and snuggle.
Let me in there. I want to snuggle you.
I want to snuggle you to death. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Lila. Yeah, huskies. Yeah, we've always wanted a husky, and the opportunity just came up. I was looking around Craigslist in the free section for building materials or stuff we can use in the garden or whatever, and I saw this like dog, this like picture of a red husky. I was like, whoa, that dog must have behavioral problems or something. And we talked to the guy, and he just really wanted him to have a better home. So super cool guy, really, really nice guy. And in fact, we're going to be buying a boat together, and going to be best friends. Maybe even put in some bunk beds or something. It's going to be awesome.
You're hilarious.
Yeah. So, all right, let's see. All right, nothing on the YouTube's chat. Do you want to check YouTube real quick, make sure that we're live before we get started with the talk?
Sure.
Yep, looks like it.
You're good.
There it is. Okay, good. So, so that's our big news for the week, and I think it's
70 plants and a dog.
Yeah.
And a finished garden. It's great.
Oh no. Hey, you know what? I think Lila, I think it's actually playing a lot smoother on YouTube if you want to go on YouTube and watch it. Cuz yeah, that would be super annoying.
Yeah.
Hopefully within the next few minutes Mr. Merlin will want to come up and join us. So.
And he's 2?
He's 2.5, almost 3. Yeah. So he's a big dog. He's like 75 pounds.
He's just sleeping.
Yeah. So I keep getting this thing that comes up on the screen saying that it's too low a frame rate. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 60. Yeah, I can do that right in the middle of this. It's set to 30. That's between those two numbers. Anyway, Starlink has given us a run for our money this week. Mm. Yeah, I almost made her spit her tea out.
Yeah, I did.
He said buying a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fast friends. He's a good guy. Good guy. I like him. We'll make a brisket or something. You can get a brisket going. Mm-hmm. You know you like somebody when you cook them a brisket. So anyway, we're back on the homestead. We're here.
Here we are.
You guys know this. We even have a picture up on the wall, so you know we've moved in. We've got these blinds that are just unbelievable. They're gold in a room that's painted like a Easter egg. Mm. But we're here.
Yeah,
okay?
so it was once the kids' room.
Yeah, this was once the kids' room. Yeah. And so it's like pastel colors. Anything we could do to keep them calm. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it's better now.
The walls were brown. Anything was an improvement from that.
They were. On that wall, we had a green screen. We're doing all our green screens. Mm-hmm. We painted it bright green. It was...
It's now blue.
It's now blue.
Same color.
So it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, actually. You know, starting from early in the morning till when it gets dark. And now that the days are getting longer, that means that's a longer period of time that we're doing
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not dark here till like 9:30.
Yeah.
Actually dark.
Yeah, 9ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll get longer. We'll have like ambient light until like 10 o'clock here pretty soon. So that's kind of cool.
The weather's warmed up quite a bit.
Yeah, it has. I'm wearing shorts. So yeah, maybe my my chopstick legs will turn a darker color. They're like
That's funny.
they're pretty white right now.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Yeah. Let's see what Lila's saying here. I have Bubba, a rescue Argentino dogo. Oh. Nice. And an American Pity. Is it Angel? Let's see. Also a rescue. They love to hunt frogs. Never catch them though.
That's funny.
That is awesome.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. This dog, Merlin, is like. He is so fast. I can't reconcile how fast he is with other dogs that I've had. Pits, German Shepherds, he just like, when he takes off, and he can go and go and go and go. What did we find out? That
the Siberian Husky is the long distance runner of like the Husky breeds. So like compared to the Alaskan Malamute, they're more of the sprinter. But yeah, these guys are the long distance pullers.
Yeah, and they just go, and it's so funny watching the kids. Like, and he's very gentle with them. He doesn't just pull them all over the place or drag them. But when they can take off at full speed, and he's like running circles around them. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, so back to being back on the homestead. What would you say is the biggest change thus far?
The biggest change.
Yeah.
Well, I think that.
Yep. Sorry about that. So it's been really interesting to see my energy level come up because, and to realize like how little energy I actually had when we lived in the city. I would come home from work, I'd be exhausted, I'd sit down, I'd watch TV. Most of the energy that I expended was in the form of turning fat into energy and then storing it around my midsection. And although the scale doesn't agree with what I'm about to say, and probably won't for a little while, I feel a lot lighter and I'm starting to get into better shape.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But like in measurable pounds, it's not a thing. But I feel it, right? It's how I feel inside.
How I feel. That's how I feel also.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm also very, very, I'm more exhausted. But
Yeah.
I don't mind because I know it's not like, why am I tired? I didn't do anything. I can go, why am I tired? Well, it's because I've lifted probably 1,000 pounds worth of rocks and moved another probably 600 pounds of material. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Every time.
That will do it.
Yeah.
That will do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah. So okay, so that's the biggest thing on the positive.
I think.
Is there anything you miss?
I miss our running water. That's it. Honestly, that's the only thing. I miss our water tank is still in need of repair, which we will be getting to.
Yeah.
And in need of filling, which we'll be getting to. But meanwhile, we're having to actually go out and fill water jugs. Like, and we could take them to Walmart or we can take them here or there. It's just a pain, So it's like, that's all. That's all I miss.
Yeah.
Running water.
Yeah.
On-demand water. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see how that would be a thing.
Thank you for understanding.
I do. I just want to let you know that I hear you and I understand, and I will get it sorted out post haste.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. We had a list of things that we can like check off. It was like power. All right, solar's done. Check. Chickens, they're getting bigger, need a place. Chicken coop, check.
Yep.
Nice and secure. Garden, plants are needing to go in the ground. It's finally not going to freeze. Garden, check. So,
Yeah.
That was as of like 2 days ago. So
We needed a dog, check. Free dog on Craigslist. Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, so we got some chat going in over on YouTube as well. Got Back to Good Off Grid. Hello from Rachel in Arizona. Hello. Wait, I was eating and texting with my son who is away at ASU.
Cool.
Let's see.
Merlin, you want to come?
You want to come up, Merlin? Come here, buddy. You guys got a, let's see. We bought a Camp Lux propane water heater, but haven't set it up yet. Yeah, we'll get there, you know.
Yeah.
I can see the Osmo's about to take a tumble.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, you know. It is. So, I always just remind myself, it is how it is now, but it's not going to be that way forever, and we'll get to it. We always get to everything. It just takes some time.
It will take a little time. But yeah, I'm glad you made it. So, real quick, I just realized I have a camera I can move around. Do you guys want to see Merlin?
Merlin.
Little Merlin boy. Hey, Merlin, you ready to make your debut? Oh, look at you. He's down there on the floor. Oh, he's such a good boy. Yeah, you are. Such a good boy. The kids
He's
just
had
got
a long morning.
Yeah, the kids just got done running him around. So yeah, that's Merlin. Hopefully he'll jump up here with us. When I edit videos, he'll like sit here with us and just like put his head on my lap while I'm editing videos. We were working for a client the other day, editing some of his videos, so he got to learn all about selling on social media. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Whew, I'm warm.
Yeah, it is like
It's cold. It's been cold and now
It's been super cold, and then it's just like bang.
80s,
Now we're in the
90s.
desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Wednesday it's supposed to rain again. So
I hope so.
it's good stuff. Good
Great.
stuff. All right, so so the running water, that's it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and building our additions so that we can spread out a little bit more, but like that's not, it's on the list. It's just not at the top of the list. And I know we'll get there. So those other things are sort of up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably getting a little fridge. We got a nice ice chest though, so not ice chest, freezer box.
Yeah, cube freezer,
Yeah,
chest
chest
freezer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I quit working after being on medical leave for both rotator cuffs torn on shoulders. So now I homeschool 2 kids, and we work with hubby's income, which has only been part-time hours last few years. So slow rolling it. Hey, we totally
get it.
understand.
Yeah.
We went from making a lot of money to making a lot less money. A lot less money. Yeah.
Yeah, interestingly enough though, making that much money just meant that we were having this many bills.
Yeah.
So now
We were still as far behind, like still
Just-
still a month behind on everything, you know. But
only not feeling like we're actually like improving anything along the way. Now we do.
yeah,
I do.
which actually leads me to my favorite part is that I feel like even though it's a struggle financially or whatever, I now feel like we're making strides forward. I feel like we're actually getting somewhere where, 3 years of making really good income, even through the big C pandemic, we made really good income. But you know, like our rent on our place was like $3,000 a month. It was unbelievable, and that was like a
good deal.
That was a good deal, and you know,
just a normal house.
Normal house.
Little yard. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, and we homeschool as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which is nice, and I enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have so many more bills, and yes, the struggle is there, but it's so much better. And I agree with you completely. That is the biggest positive thing for me. Now I could go down a list of other things, but I think that's more from my hat as like provider. I feel like I can do a better job of that out here. And then, you know, how the kids are doing and how they're like playing together and being, you know, like a little unit. They fight. I'm not going to say they don't fight, because they fight. And sometimes it gets vicious, you know, but they can just go outside and run around a little bit, and then they come back in and they're back to being friends again.
Yeah, they play together way more than they did.
Yeah. Oh,
city.
yeah. So much more. They would just hide in their rooms in the city. And
they cross each other in the hall when they're grabbing a snack.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that sounds a lot like our situation, Rachel. We had a 5-bedroom house as well, and now we live in you guys live in a 37-foot camper, but I love it. We have a single wide mobile here. This is a single wide mobile, which we got for free from driving around and trading a little bit of electrical work and some music lessons.
Yeah.
For, which is a great story. One of these days I'll make a video telling it. Oh, before I forget, because I really want to make sure that this gets out there into the universe. One of the things that I forgot to say last week is that we regained access to the Dropbox and the computer that had all of our footage in it from when we first came out here, like when we were making the move. Yeah, we thought it was totally gone. So we got that. So we're splicing little things in here and there as B-roll into our videos, but I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
That's another thing I'm happy about. Damn computer didn't work in the city. So Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, Carrie's a music teacher. She's taught at what, 3 or 4 of the schools out here? Three of the schools out here?
Yep, 3 of the schools. Did a little presentation at another one, and then did private lessons, and until we, moved back.
Yeah.
Where I actually did give some lessons there too to one of the neighbors. Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but not that long.
Yeah. Lila, vintage Sunburn Ass Ranch videos. Yeah. For those of you who are watching that don't know, our old channel was called Sunburn Ass Ranch, and it was all just funny videos that we were making just to make people laugh. But we're doing a little different this time. A little different. Yeah. One of the things that we benefited from in the city, like when we lived there, and was that we started our little company. Mm-hmm. And so we have a little company called Kin Media, and it's a little production company. We make promotional videos, training videos, and ads and those sorts of things for small businesses. And also we manage their social media as well, like the content aspect of it, not so much the commenting and whatnot, but getting people really well known and everything. And I don't think we would have had the opportunity to do that from up here, which is cool, because now that we're back, that is the income that we have to operate. And like I said, it's not quite enough yet, and so we run a little bit back behind, but it is a really good baseline for us to start with, and we can grow now that we have some of the bigger projects under control, or not bigger, but more like pressing must be done right now under control. Yeah.
Plus, it's great that we can both work from home.
Mm-hmm.
He had before, but then also did some stuff out, different things throughout the years, and and then I did the lessons going out and stuff, but it was really fun, and the kids loved it, and everyone did really great, but it was definitely like sort of a jarring schedule of, you can't have like a daily, like set sort of things that you can anticipate, because I'm gone for half of it for this day, but then home this day, gone the other day.
Yeah.
Come home to who knows what.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I was outside most of the time, and then she'd come home, and then I'd go into the house, and the kids would just have exploded the interior of the house.
I don't miss that.
I don't miss that either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, okay. So now you ask me what I miss the most about being in the city.
Jason.
Yeah.
What do you miss most about being in the city?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked.
Thanks, Jason.
So, I do miss my friends and the people that I had relationships with down there that I, worked with and everything else. I miss them. And so that's a big one. I also, and I'm going to sound like I have a substance abuse problem when saying this, but I also kind of miss having fast food right around the corner. It's so bad for you. And it was so bad for me, but man.
I believe it. I never had fast food when I was out there because I wasn't out.
Yeah. See, I was out all day, and I'd have to stop and be like, oh, Jack in the Box. Yeah. McDonald's. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of miss that too. That being
I haven't
said,
had fast food once since we've been here.
I know, right?
Actually.
You're awesome.
No, it's just like it doesn't
let's
fit
just
the
get
budget,
this out
so
on
I'm
this
not
Mother's
gonna do
Day.
it.
You're significantly better than me at those sorts of things. Like the whole willpower and whatnot.
You just have clear, definitive lines and why it's not okay.
Yeah.
Or better not to.
Totally. But I want it.
It's not good enough to just want something.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. You're way better at that than me. Rachel, we have 5 kids. So yeah. So that I miss. I think, ultimately.
Thank you for telling me that.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And if you wanted to applaud or do something to show me how proud of me you are.
We said no clapping. It'll clip this.
Can you just yeah? Can you just act like it?
Clap.
Oh, that's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway. So ultimately, I think the big trade-off for living, this way is the convenience factor. A lot of things are convenient because there's a market in those places, in cities, to make things convenient. We would have pizza delivered occasionally. We'd have,
I do miss that.
Yeah, the Grubhub or whatever it was. Postmates, Grubhub.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I just order and go pick it up because they wanted 10 extra bucks.
Yeah, that's true.
For nothing. Well, something.
That's
anyway,
true.
Yeah, I do miss those.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Rachel. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it.
Rachel says I'll clap for you.
Yeah, that's very good. So yeah. So that's that I think is the big trade-off. But I think what you gain in freedom and in the feeling you get from taking care of the things that you need to do is just beyond anything else. You know, like when let's say you put together a solar array, for example. I happen to have experience in this, so I'll talk. And when you turn it on and the power comes on, the lights, like you're out by the solar array and you turn it on and there's a light on in the house that comes on, and you're like, I just made electricity. You know, that's really something.
It is.
You know.
It is.
Yeah.
And to that.
Oh, thank you. You did have to do that time. That was planned. There's a cue card over here that says applause. Yeah. Applause.
Yeah, it's the most phenomenal, like, power generating thing that you could have made, love.
It's true.
Yeah, and
it
was a
is
fun
true.
family.
Then we turned it into a chicken coop.
Which was also very
dual purpose.
Spectacular.
Yeah. Super good.
Yep.
All right, let's check these old these chats here. The kids and I rarely go to town. Hubby does the shopping after work while in town to save on these ridiculous gas prices. Oh yeah, gas is unbelievable. Yeah. And since we have a big family, we have a big vehicle, but it's actually a hybrid. And I was watching the you know, where it tells you how many miles per gallon you're getting. This is a 500 horsepower Cadillac Escalade, right? But it's a hybrid, and it was getting like 28 miles to the gallon on the highway. I was like, oh my gosh, this gets better mileage than my car, which was pretty amazing. So that's kind of nice. And I always recommend that people have plug-in hybrids when they live off-grid, because when all else fails electrically, you can run that car pretty much ad infinitum as long as it has gas in it. And the thing about it is it'll never overheat, because it just kicks on when the battery needs to be charged, and then it kicks off. And you know, a gallon of gas will last 10 times as long as it will in a generator. So yeah. So beside the fact that they get way better gas mileage, they're also backup power, which is really nice. Yeah.
Super nice.
And Rachel says, yes, we lived in Phoenix, so it was great having everything easy access, but I wouldn't trade it now. Yeah, me too. And there were times when I lived in the city and I was like, oh, this is so much better. And then I'd try to get up off the couch and I'd be like, oh, my back! You know, like, oh, my body isn't working. Start making dad noises and stuff, because I worked in an office, or I was driving to a location. You know, that was what I did, and so I just never used my body. Let me tell you, I'm using it out here. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You definitely need a 4x4, Rachel. The Escalade's a 4x4. It's like the most capable vehicle I think we've ever had. It was very, very nice.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So, what else? What else are you like describing about being out here now?
Well, you had mentioned a question earlier, and it was what we missed about being up here when we lived in the city.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh, it was space, and the ability to, like, change and do things how we wanted inside and outside. We were renting down there, so painting the walls wasn't like an option unless we wanted to repaint it back or we needed to ask them, and it was like just this very odd thing of having been here and then moving back, where here we had ultimate freedom. We moved the kitchen's location like 3 times to then there, where it's like, wait, if we want to do anything, we need to ask for permission first. It was this weird, like, I miss that the most.
Yeah.
And then the actual space and the things that the kids enjoyed doing before, with riding bikes and that sort of thing was what I missed.
Yeah. I think the same thing for me. but I also missed how we went about choosing whether or not we wanted to see people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we had absolutely no control over
Yeah.
that because they'd just walk by, or they'd come up and knock on the door and try and sell you tamales, which, I mean, I'm not going to say is a bad thing. But I didn't choose for them to come and come and knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, if somebody ends up knocking on your door, they're very lost. Like something bad has happened, right?
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Or you've invited them. So
Or
you're expecting them.
they have been invited. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big thing for me is I had absolutely no choice whether or not I wanted to see people or interact with anybody. That's not a real good position for me to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I likes my space, and I like to be choosy with who I let into that space. So
Same.
yeah.
Same.
So that was a big one.
Yeah. I like that we can go outside and play here. And the kids have told me too, oh, I love that we can go outside and we don't have to, like, you know, deal with all of the random people that are at the park, which might be silly, but at the same time, it's like...
There's some weird people at
there
the parks.
were. Like, I couldn't... yeah.
Yeah. One night we hear it's pitch black outside, and we hear, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" So, you know, I'm a dad of daughters, so I jump up and I run out to the middle of this park in the pitch black, and it's like, you live in the city in California, you're not, you know, constitutionally, you know, you're not constitutional carrying. See, you got to choose your words on live stream real carefully. And so I run out in the middle of this, and this guy is, you know, like chasing this gal around. And I mean, this is the park right across the street from our house. And anyway, I got those two separated, and then the police showed up. So yeah.
So that's the park across our street.
Yeah, so that, you know, it's not, it's people, I've told people about, oh yeah, we had this nice little, cute little house, and there was a big, about 5-acre park across the street from it, and they're like, oh, how nice. Like, no. No. Weird things happen in parks. So anyway, but it was nice to let the kids run, at least have a little bit of space.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed how choosy we could be. Also, and this kind of sounds weird because there's so many things on a homestead that you have to do. You can't not do them. You gotta feed the chickens, and you gotta give them water, and you gotta, you know, cut wood for the fire, and you have to do all of these different things. But there's also a lot of things that you don't have to do. And when we lived in the city, everything that I did was something that I had to do. And I had no choice. I just had to do it. Otherwise, the kids would starve, or, you know, we'd get evicted from our house, or it's like all these, like the catastrophic nature of the not doing something, you know, calling in sick for work a day or whatever. It's like totally catastrophic. If we did any of those things. And out here, yeah, you got to take care of the animals and everything, but it's like, if we want to just relax a day, we can, and we do, you know, which is pretty nice. Today is that day.
Yes.
All right, Rachel, you must be very careful being a Samaritan, because a friend of ours is doing a wee bit of time for that carry rule, trying to save a woman in the same situation. Yeah, that's why I didn't actually carry it out with me, because of how ridiculous that is. And also I learned you can save a gal in a situation like that, and she can just turn on you and say that you were the one that was causing, you know, those problems, which was, yeah. Anyway, I'm a good talker though, so, you know, the police tend to believe me when I'm giving them a recounting of especially when the other guy's like, no, that dumb blah 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 blah, you know, she's saying all these horrible curse words. They're gonna go with me. I'm like, well, sir, let me tell you what happened. Yeah. They had to sell their house, and his wife and kids are now paying a huge price for him to do the right thing. God, man, that just makes me so angry.
Yeah, it's
to hear about that kind of stuff. And that's why last week we were talking about how we were born in the wrong millennium.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's start, add to the list, actually, if you could get the list out real quick, and you add time machine to it, please, so we can go back and live in the century that we're supposed to be in.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
terrible.
like it.
Yeah. I remember when we used to take men like that outside and beat them with a hose. Now they got their damn unions.
Oh, America. What is that?
No,
Arnica.
Arnica.
Arnica cream works great for sore muscles. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lila on Facebook. Let's see. People leave gross things in parks also. Much nicer to have a private park to play in. Being silly requires feeling safe. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, yeah. It's totally true.
Totally.
In fact, the wind would kick up over at that other house. This is another thing I hated about it, actually. Thank you for bringing that up. I'd go out and I'd clean up the front yard, and then the wind would kick up.
Oh.
And there, you know, because parks also have trash cans. Those trash cans bring in seagulls, and the seagulls rip up the trash cans and throw trash all over the place. The wind would blow, and because we had this little L-shaped wall in front of the property, or in front of the house, the wind would blow all the garbage that the seagulls knocked out of the cans into our front yard and into the corner there, but would also knock all of the leaves off the tree and cover the trash. So you think it's just until you go to sweep it up, and it's like all garbage.
Yeah. All over.
Anyway.
Yeah, that bugged me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and street racers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost got in a fight with a...
People flying down.
Yeah, and they're like lined up to race in front of our house, and I walk out, I'm just like...
Street. Ridiculous.
Yeah, anyway.
Don't miss that either.
Yeah, don't miss that either.
And the sirens every day.
Every day.
Because there were, elderly people, so I think that they just, whatever the case was, every day.
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, I'm gonna just put in my vote here. We're just gonna vote right now. Are we better off here or back in the city?
I'm really glad we were talking about this.
Yeah.
Because definitely here, it reminded me of all these things that I'm like, oh my God, I hated that. And I did not like that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus we couldn't have any animals there.
Oh,
not without like a huge pet deposit and an increase on rent.
Pet rent too,
monthly,
which is just unbelievable.
Yeah. Wait.
Now we got our husky. Now we got our little husky, huh, buddy? You're a very energetic husky. This dog that never stops moving. There he is. That's a good boy. Wow. That's a good boy.
He is so exhausted.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Marilyn's playing. Oh, I love you, buddy. Yeah. Well, I like having that. That's fun.
That is fun. A little super duper fun.
Yeah. Better off here. You're totally right, Rachel.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that sucks to hear.
Yeah, to get a dog and a cat now. Cool.
Yeah, dogs and cats. Seattle really wants a cat. I don't know. I mean, they had a cat at his last house, Merlin's, but just the look in his eye when he sees a small animal is like, it makes me wonder whether or not we should get a cat.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking probably a kitten so that a larger cat wouldn't, right off the bat be afraid and just run, because cat runs, dog's gonna chase.
Yeah.
Cat doesn't run, there's nothing to chase.
And Merlin would just look at him and be like, I just want to feel what you feel like in my mouth. That's all it is.
I know.
I'm not trying to do anything. Oh,
Yeah.
you feel so good in my mouth. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's why we had lots of cats. You know, both barn cats and indoor cats for that reason, Rachel.
Yeah.
Just for taking care of mice and snakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Thought of.
Love the well, sir. I'll tell you what happened. Walter Cronkite voice. Yeah, it's a good one, and it's useful in those situations. Let's see. Have you thought of giving the pup a raw diet? Yeah, we actually have. When we get to a point where we can produce our own meats for him, we'll definitely transition him to that. He
gets cuttings and stuff.
Yeah,
off
he
of
gets
prepared.
Yeah, and fats and that kind of stuff just to get him going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, our dog and cat are good buddies and cuddle now. Not so much in the beginning, lol. Right? Yeah, they are dogs and cats, you know. But once they get used to each other, they have to have an understanding. And when we had our basset hound, you know, there was, what was the cat over at Nancy's house?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, there were 3 cats.
Yeah, and so finally, one just like hauled off and whacked Sadie in the nose, right? And then after that point, every time that Sadie would see a cat, that cat, it would be like, "Burr, burr,"
run.
you know, just run away.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. The
but
2 other cats,
yeah.
like it always depended on the cat.
And then they just
One
like would love
cuddled.
on each other.
And then another one would always run. So Sadie would chase the one that would run away.
Mm-hmm.
She would snuggle with the one that wanted to just like hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And she would run away terrified of the cat that swiped her nose.
Yeah. It's true.
It was. I think that's just hilarious though.
Yeah.
Because it's not always the dog, it's how the 2 interact.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. And like Lila said, but if they ran, game on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. For some reason I can't see all of her thing here. Let's see. Lila said, I had an American Eskimo, very high prey drive, in-house, didn't kill anything, cats or bunnies, but if they ran, game on.
Yep.
Some cats have more catitude than others. Isn't that the truth?
Totally.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, and they don't mess around. They don't mess around.
Yep.
So, let's see. Rachel says, we spoil our dog with real food too. He does get dog food, but he always waits to eat it until after he gets his real food. Hey, Merlin, come here. Come here, buddy. Here.
Same.
You want to come up here? Come on up, buddy. Come on. Yeah, that's a good boy.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, look at you. Isn't he a giant husky? Like, I'm a big dude. This is a big dog. I think. Yeah, you're such a good boy. Look at those beautiful yellow eyes too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if we didn't know his temperament, we would think he had some wolf because of the eyes, but his temperament is like non-aggressive towards anything but chickens. He really likes those chickens. He wants to eat them. And since we're coming out of winter, he's shedding his undercoat right now. Oh my lord.
Like crazy.
The hair is unbelievable. You can just pull out these little tufts. And I'm trying to think, maybe I can make like a cashmere sweater out of them or something like that, because it's very soft. Maybe spin some fiber. Can I spin some fiber out of you there, bud? Make a sweater. He was free. He was a puppy going to get X because he was literally covered in fleas and ticks. But I spent half a day combing every last bug off of him and several baths. he is doing great now. Yeah, that's we really lucked out as far as the old rehoming free dog thing. Oh, let's see.
Lila said, finally a pup in the middle. Darn, you guys are awesome. And Fast just requested a dog on the couch with you last week.
Yeah. Oh, did we? Oh, that's funny. I totally forgot about that. I guess we just kind of make things happen.
That's sweet.
Hey, ask and ye shall receive. Huh? We strive to give the best content. Huh, buddy? Is such a good boy. Merlin's a good boy. Yeah.
And his name was already Merlin when we got him, and so it shall remain.
So it shall remain.
I love that name.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great name. Homer.
Does that make me or you Arthur? I don't know. You're like the one that could probably pull the sword from the stone. Yeah. Well, so I think that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, and it resulted. He is huge. Yes, he is. he's a big old husky. It resulted in like remembering all the things that we really hated about living in the city.
Yeah.
And you know, there were some good things too, and some positive things came out of it. But I think it's real to say that at the stage we were at on the homestead when we went down there, we needed to do that so that we had a better appreciation and respect for the opportunity that we have to live this way.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
I think our body heat was like too much for Merlin. Now he's back on the floor.
Yeah, he's like, I have a fur coat, guys.
I have a big old fur coat. Yeah. So let's see. He is huge. Yep. You are Arthur. She is Guinevere. LOL. Right. Yeah. It's. I think in this situation, it's better to be Arthur than it is to be Lancelot.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how it's spelled. Yeah, I think you got it right. That's it communicated to me.
Yep.
Oh, hey James, how's it going, man? Yeah, that's our new puppy dog, our wonderful little munchkin.
Big munchkin.
Big munchkin.
A big munchkin.
Yeah, that's Merlin. Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin's got some sharing.
Yeah, he's sharing his coat with us.
Yep.
So yeah, that all being said, I think we're in a better place now than we were then. Now, if we can get a couple of things under control, life will be significantly better. And now that we've got Merlin in our life, I mean, we've got infinite snuggles, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so keep an eye out for the video that we're making of him. It's kind of like a mini documentary. I don't know if you saw our last video about.
Is it a documentary?
It's a mini documentary. I like that. You know,
I'm a dork.
For the single men out there that are watching this, find a woman that can use puns appropriately, and your life will be all the better for it. I promise.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I can't help myself.
Yeah, I can't help myself when I'm with you. So it's kind of like a documentary about getting Merlin and how we I don't know. It was really good. It's really, really good, actually, once you see it, if you're a dog lover. And if you liked our last video, the one about, with the thumbnail that says, Crazy Family Lives Off-Grid on a Mountain, which, by the way, is still continuing to kick all of our other videos' butts.
Wow.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Cool.
Then you'll really like this documentary that we put together. Maybe we'll put that on the thumbnail. A homestead documentary.
I mean, I would be like,
I think we'd attract the right kind of nerd. The right kind of nerd. Come on, nerds.
oh, that is really great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see what James has to say. My old Malamute wolf dog was the best. He was very protective of the kids. Now it's my lab and German Shepherd, both protective, but the lab more so.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah,
That's
we're
cool.
we're coming to find out that that Merlin is not protective at all, and he wants to like. He's just such a lovable little squish, you know. And so I don't know if it was like an actual dangerous situation, maybe he would be like, all right, I'm doing this for you guys because I love you. But you guys were walking him the other day or yesterday, and
Yeah.
there were 2 random dogs that were out there, and he like hid behind Carrie. So,
Like he turned for a second, but then he was like, I want to play with you.
yeah.
I couldn't really tell, and I don't know these other dogs. I've seen them running around, but I have no idea what their temperament is. So I was like, let's just go.
Yeah. So you know, we'll see. Luckily, we don't have any bears or.
And it was just me and my daughter, so I'm like, no.
Let's split. Let's split.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we ever get attacked by a giant chicken, holy crap, this guy's gonna go to town.
Oh, I wonder what we do with those big old geese.
Yeah.
Those Canadian geese.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Because they would like.
Yeah, that would be really fun, actually. Yeah, I think actually, Rachel, I think you're the only one watching on YouTube. We're streaming to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and so we have a significantly bigger audience on Facebook, and we're really just starting out on YouTube. We used to use YouTube as a storage. We would store videos there. Which is all the old videos that are from 5 or 6 years ago that are on YouTube, which are still fun, but they are very low resolution. And now we have a production company and have cameras and audio equipment and everything else, so it's a lot. We can make a lot better videos now. And so we actually, that's something I wanted to say too. We started... As of yesterday, it's been a month that we've been posting on YouTube, and we tripled in size.
Yay.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. So we started with 53 subscribers, which were all from years ago. And now we're at 170 or 171 or something like that on YouTube, and we're really trying to build out YouTube. And we just broke 1,000 on our Facebook page, so there's a lot more people generally commenting on Facebook than on YouTube. But I'm really appreciative of you being here, and it doesn't bug me at all. I'm glad you jump in on the conversation.
Definitely.
We like talking.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's Mother's Day, so I assume people are,
Yeah.
have
Doing their
plans,
thing.
doing stuff with families and such. So.
Hey, James. Well, it's good to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad. And happy Mother's Day back to the mothers in your life, too.
Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you, James.
Yeah, I never got the hang of Instagram. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I have the cleavage for it. I don't look as good in yoga pants as I need to
That's funny.
to do well on IG. I think. I don't know. That's what I've been told or whatever.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So anyhow, I think what we're gonna do is probably jump off. We'll jump off and just go and let Carrie relax, and we'll regale her with songs and food, and I'll find a palm frond to fan her with.
There we go.
And
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not a very high maintenance person. I'll get things done myself. But there's 2 days out of the year I want to be put on a pedestal and required nothing from.
Yes.
It's Mother's Day and my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's when you have small children, it's sort of like, yeah, no. But they're not as small as last year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the appropriate amount of force, you can get him to help. So that's good.
And he's gonna make a wonderful steak.
Oh, steak,
meal.
potatoes, some maybe carrots and peas or something. I don't know. Bacon. Throw some bacon.
There's some bacon in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe
Some sausage.
maybe some sausage and a hot dog. I'm just gonna mix it all up in a bowl.
Oh, and
Here
then I'm
you
gonna
go.
blend it up, and you can just
Here you go.
enjoy all the.
Here's a straw. Yeah.
You're amazing.
Yeah. You got to know what goes straight to your loved one's heart. You know what I mean? The way to this one's heart is via a straw and food. Yeah.
And food.
Yeah. Food via a straw. I'm just kidding. No. I like making food for her but I hate making food for the kids because I want to make food that has flavor and spices and all kinds of other stuff. And they're like, I want plain spaghetti noodles. Why? So I'll literally make dinner for us, and she'll make dinner for the kids. Because I'm just like, nope.
Which I love because I like doing dishes.
Yeah, she loves that.
But also I love his food.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Just really good.
It was really
Hey,
good.
everybody ate his dinner the other night.
Oh yeah, I made pork steaks
Steaks and mashed potatoes.
and gravy.
With peas. Cornbread
Yeah, I made
from
cornbread.
scratch.
And I made a loaf of bread.
And he made a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And the children devoured the cornbread, a full double load of it.
Yeah.
We all crushed them, like everything.
Yeah,
It
and
was
we don't have an
everything.
oven, so we
I loved
actually we used you know those roasting pans, the roasting dishes that you get for like roasting a turkey. And now you guys go, yeah, I know what you're talking about. and so we used one of those, and I made a loaf of bread in it and cornbread. It's an oven-ish, you know. And
They
it was
both came out
amazing.
really good.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyhow, so I'm going to go do all of those lovely things, and what the agreement that we've made is that I will that everything will be nice and the way it is right now after the end of the day. So lots of that. I think we'll pick up one more comment from Rachel. Our kids are old enough now and have flipped the whole taste bud deal, and now they prefer spicier than we do. Dad's the one saying ease up on the spices now.
That's funny.
Hey, when that day comes, like, I'll be a happy man. I'll be a happy man, because right now they just don't want anything that tastes good. Ever since they became involved in learning how to cook, they suddenly no longer like lame kid foods. Oh, that's what we should do then.
That's cool.
That's what we should do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so one more quick little look at Merlin. He looks like he has something that he really wants to say. There he is, sleeping on the floor. What do you say, bud? You a good boy? Is Merlin a good boy? Yes, you are, Bubba's.
Man, he
yes,
must have
you
done
are.
some running.
Man, you were. Yeah, I had him running at
I've
like
never seen him
6
so...
this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was out there doing it. But yeah, so yeah, that was Merlin's extremely profound thing that he needed to say at the end of this, and we thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Let's see. James says, Jason, you guys are really awesome and rock around the clock. Hey man,
Nice,
thank you so
thanks.
much. You do too. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever project you're working on now, because you
Yeah,
always
it's
do
cool
some cool
stuff.
stuff. And Rachel, thank you so much for hanging out on yeah, he's totally passed out, for hanging out on YouTube. And Lila, I haven't heard from you in a while, but we love having you hang out with us all the time. So, or hang out with us during the live streams. And we'll look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We love you, and we will talk to you later. Great to meet you too, Rachel.
Yeah.
We'll I'm gonna check into some of your videos when you start making them. You were saying you're just getting ready.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And hopefully you check out some of ours and get to know the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, guys. You have an awesome day, and
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas, and the mamas and the mamas.
The mamas.
And all the mamas.
All the mamas.
And we will see you next week. Keep an eye out for the video probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.